Through the O'Grady Library, you have access to a variety of sources of background information for your research. This video will highlight one of these resources, the Gale Virtual Reference Library. To access it, simply click the Databases tab just above the search bar on the library's homepage. From here, you can either enter the name of a database that you're looking for if you know the specific name, or you can click the first letter of the database. Now let's go ahead and click G for Gale Virtual Reference Library, and then click the link here. The Gale Virtual Reference Library, or GVRL for short, contains a collection of e-books that can give us good introductory and background information on a variety of topics. It includes an extensive collection of subject-specific encyclopedias, handbooks, and dictionaries whose entries have been written by experts. Now, this information is not strictly peer-reviewed, but it is highly reliable and credible. For example, through GVRL, we have access to books on constitutional amendments, management, and major 21st century writers, and many other titles. You can sign in with either your Google or Microsoft logins to save searches, bookmark pages, and other functions. You'll simply need to set up a free account. But for right now, let's look at searching for materials. You can browse through specific collections by clicking a term in the Collections menu here on the right-hand side of the screen. Let's say you had to learn about the Cuban Missile Crisis for a history class. You could click History and then browse down to find books on the Cuban Missile Crisis. You can also use the search bar at the top of the page. However, when you use the search bar, it will look for entries on the topic in all of the books available and will often give you many titles. Let's say you needed to learn about W.E.B. Du Bois, one of the first sociologists who focused on African American culture. You would simply enter his name in the search bar and hit enter, and you would be taken to this results screen. Now there are 616 hits in this search. You can narrow this search by using these filters in the right-hand side of the screen. You can conduct a search within these results, narrow hits to those that have images, or choose the content level of the hits. Now, as a college student, you ought to be working with the advanced content. Document type simply tells us what kind of entries are in these results. There may be many different types of documents to choose from. You can also narrow by publication title, which can be pretty helpful if you have a series of several related subjects to look at, or if you know the specific title you'd like. And finally, you can narrow by subjects. This tool can be very helpful in helping you narrow to very specific things. So let's go ahead and click the name of W.E.B. Du Bois. And you'll be brought to this results list. Let's go ahead and scroll down and find a biography of W.E.B. Du Bois. When we reach the entry, we can read it online as plain text, as we see here, or we can click View eBook to see a page image. Then click View Text to go back. We can also download the book as a PDF or save it to Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive. Or we could email it, a link to the text. Or we can pull citation information from the citation tools. One quick note, however, the citation, when you cut and paste it, will not be properly formatted. You're going to need to format it correctly. You can also print the entry, though that may take a number of pages if you need to, so downloading it might be a little better. If you are an auditory learner, you can also download the MP3 and listen to it. One quick note: to save this article or to highlight it and take notes, you will need to sign into your account.